Alright, so honestly it's a bit late, but today I recorded the GTO 250 from Ferrari. And then I went to used cars and I kept watching at this Z4. I'm not even sure have I ever driven it in game, but it's such a gorgeous car. I mean, look at it. It looks, I'm pretty sure the design was inspired by boats. It has that boaty look and so much elegance to it. This is the version that is fully upgraded, because I realized I bought one before when I was just getting all the cars, but I don't think I've ever driven it. And then I got another one today. Look at this dashboard, it's so classy. Like, it's almost a bit tacky, but then it's so simple and elegant as well. So it's a marvelous design. I have a feeling they really went all in for this one. Supposedly it's a cool car, judging by description. We'll go and read about it now before we take it on a track. Let's go to the VR showroom first, actually. Check it out in real life. So this is how it looks from the factory. Without any additions. Because with additions it's very low. I think it's 105 millimeters. Look at this. Gorgeous car. Let's look at inside. Yeah, just beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful dash. Check out the key. It's pretty high up, which is a bit unusual, but it's okay. It's not like you use it all the time, just when you enter the car. Yeah, there's no back seats. It would be cool if you could get the roof up, but I'm pretty sure there's no such option in GT7. Yeah, amazing leather seats. Yeah, it's very, very classy look. It was produced, yeah, so it was the beginning of early 2000s, 2001. You can see still lots of classic elements and definitely traces from 90s. Alright, let's learn more. This BMW sports car is a token of the automaker's deep commitment to car enthusiasts everywhere, says Andy. Its chassis has been redesigned from scratch with attention paid to every aspect of the interior and exterior. Notably, this model was only made available with a manual transmission, as God intended. Its slim steering wheel allows for exceptional handling. But best of all is the wild sensation it gives you at high speeds. Alright. So I want to take it, I think maybe to France. We're not gonna go to Germany. We'll go here. We'll do circuit experience, but we'll do it with basic cars. So this one has not been touched. 534.49 performance points, 395 horsepowers. And it's a bit on the heavy side for a small car. Hopefully it does not handle like a boat. Let's take it in reverse and let's do dawn. Sure, sounds good. So we can see the lights inside. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My people. You probably know this already, but oh boy, this car handles wonderfully. Now I'm kind of afraid that my tuned up version, oops, went off the course there. But yeah, that my tune-up version could be maybe too much. I don't know, we'll see. This is great. There's enough power to it. It really doesn't feel that heavy. In fact, it feels just right. Yeah. This actually feels just like a good speedboat. If we'll continue with the boat references, oh yes, this is even more like a jet ski, you know, just for two people having a lot of fun, skidding around. Oh yeah. Oops. Sorry, I was kind of looking at the instruments there, because they're really so beautiful, and it's interesting because they're red. So, but they're not like, yeah, there's just some pleasant glow to it. I don't necessarily like red lights in cars, but these seem nice. These kind of work. I wonder if you can change them in real life. The way, the color it glows. But I'm not sure, was that a thing in early 2000s? Or was that something cars started adding up later? Again, the same mistake, but a bit better this time. Wonderful car. There's such a nice balance to it. I'm pretty sure the weight distribution is almost perfect. Definitely feels 50-50. Whoops. Right, I don't think we scratched it yet. mean, it's really pretty amazing, this car. Really is. Just a second. That was my cat in the background. I'm not sure, were you able to pick it up? I have my headphones on, so I barely heard her. Alright, let's look at it a bit. Although it's kind of dark, so yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe we should have picked daytime, just because we'll pick the daytime for the other, for the tuned version. But let's see, just a few moments. It sounds fantastic. It sounds really good, yeah. I like it. I like the sound. Okay, yeah. It's surprisingly well. I'm kinda ashamed that I didn't give this car a chance before, but it's just that there's so many cars. Alright, so what we did is we bought a car and then we put everything in it. It has wide modification, it has tires. And I went through all the tires to find the best size. I think I'm not sure, we can check it later. But different tire size will give you some difference in performance points and acceleration and things like that, which is interesting. So here's what we did in settings. So by default, by fully customizable suspension, it gets to 105 millimeters, which is pretty damn low. I left anti-roll bar on 4 and then put damping ratio compression almost to the minimum, so I went to 22. Maybe we could do 23, but those are such small differences. I mean, because we went so low because height adjustment is so low, so yeah, we went almost to the minimum with front and rear damping ratio, and then for compression and then for expansion we did just the reverse and put them almost to the max. -2 points. Natural frequency, I just went all the way up because it's almost 700 horsepower car. Yeah, it's the most this car can be. Weight management, we did all 3, which were available. So we got from, I don't know, was it 1400 to about 1200 kilos. I didn't touch the negative camber angle or the toe angle. I left it as it is for now. Still haven't driven it. And then, yeah, this is differential, default differential. Since the car is pretty wild, maybe we could try it like this. Downforce front all the way to the max, so 100. And then I played around with this one to find the sweet spot, and 146 for the rear seems to be it, at least according to performance points. So that's where I left it. Transmission, yeah, just fully customizable racing, didn't play with that. And then all the upgrades that were available. So that's it. We even got carbon brakes, although those are, just for looks, they basically have same performance as racing discs, which are about twice as cheap at least. But for cars I really like, I just get carbon, you know. Like, why not? Look at my credits. I don't have a mil. That Ferrari GTO made me poor. Alright. You can already see RPMs going wild there. Oh yeah. Much more happiness in that tail now. Shifting is flawless. Oh yes, brakes. I mean the car is pretty light. I can see we'll have some possible challenges. Just with controlling this, but it's much better than I actually thought. It's totally drivable even as it is, although you do have to pay attention to your input as far as the power goes. Since it does want to kill you. I mean, let's be clear. It's tuned perfectly from the get-go. I would just get this car as is and then drive it. Maybe do some little tunings. But these maximum tunings are most of the time on any remotely modern car kinda not really usable, just too much power. Just get too much power, yeah. It's fun to play around though, but if you were to tune this perfectly, it could definitely be better. But I would for sure detune it some, you know, just I would cut some power from it for this weight. I feel it's a bit too much, for sure. Like the torque is just crazy. So one thing that was peculiar with this car, oh yeah, I wanted to change this to more of a day. I mean track. I forgot. But yeah, one thing that's peculiar about the car is what is it? Yeah, if you. So I did. This version is widened, so it has that modification. You can see it. This car almost looks a bit off with it because it has such a nice line as it is. This almost kind of makes it a bit ugly, but it's still cool. But if you put I don't know how it's called, tires now. So if you put wide tires, it doesn't change performance point, but if you widen the distance between them, it will actually lower them, which is usually not the case. Usually if you apply wide body kit and then widen the distance between the tires, the performance will jump up. not here. Still sounds good. I can't say I hear lots of there. Of course, I mean the exhaust is, there's much more explosions now. But yeah, you can still recognize this sound. All right, yeah, this was Z8. What did I say? I think at the beginning I said Z4. Well, it's a Z8. I'm not even sure that Z4 exists, but maybe it does, I don't know. I'm tired, it's pretty late here. My clock is not accurate there. I moved it because I wanted to see, will it affect the cars in the garage that are available in the used garage. But it didn't. It was still the same, because changing the clock will affect some things like weeklies and in sport mode when time trials come. Yeah. So you could actually move your time back if you didn't manage some time trial, and then you have a few more hours to pull it off. And yeah, let's go to GT Auto quick, just so I can show you what I meant. Offset wide, that's what I meant. So for this car, I think we were, so let's see, 723. So for example, if I just put default, so we're at 723.61 now. If I go to default, all right, this this one actually keeps. If I put wide, I will lose some. 723.48, 723. It's not much. Usually the rim size will also change some options. 723.61, 723.59. On this car it's a very slight difference. Okay, so this is 60 and this is 61. Okay, so yeah, sweet spot for this car is actually 19-inch. And then we got 23.61. If we go wide, it doesn't change anything. Then if we go standard size and offset wide, it goes a bit lower. And then if we go rim, we could do wide. I think it will stay the same on 61. Yeah. All right, sorry, I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna go to sleep, but I really wanted to make this because it's such a nice car. You know what? While we are here, this is also original color. I didn't change anything. I like it. The silver one is beauty as well. They curated the colors perfectly. We could go and read just a bit more about it. Actually, first let's go to cafe. I'm pretty sure someone who will have something nice to say about this car, and there he is, Freeman Thomas. Says this is the car that made Henrik Fisker famous. It's truly a modern 507. There's a lot I like about it. First, I like how it pushes BMW's emotional envelope. It almost has a handmade look. Agreed. Reflecting a more human approach to design. Nice choice of words. It's really quite wonderful. Yep. It's a more emotional, artistic approach that embraces imperfections as character. But what imperfections? And if anything, the Z8 is full of character. Sarah says, wow, that was fascinating, thanks. Yes, it was. I'm not sure, do the lights look like this in the original? I guess they do. I don't think we made any modifications to the lights. We put a new bulbs in, but that shouldn't affect how the lights actually look. Beautiful. Freeman says don't mention it. Now go and take another good look at your beloved car. We are looking at the modified version, sorry about that. But I think that one is beautiful as well. Even with that little spoiler we put at the back, I've chosen the smallest one. I don't think it's too tacky. I think it kind of sits right and doesn't necessarily make it ugly. But I know some people despise them. But since I wanted to put everything on it, I just did that, you know, with front spoiler and side spoilers included. Okay, so what else can we do? We can go read about it here. In car collection, let's go to Germany. Oh boy, they have plenty of cars. Will this be marked differently since we have it now? Z4 GT3. Alright, so there is Z4. But this is Z8. Sorry if you're seeing it, I'm not seeing it at the moment. Maybe we should do this. Should be more simple. BMW, oh, they have the new logo here, which is nice. The logo looks kind of anemic, but it's cool. Simple. The highest quality and highest performance open-top sport car that also has the honor of having been a Bond car. Yeah, that is true. I think it was the one with Pierce Brosnan. So it says the Z8, announced in 1999, was a luxury open-top sports car that took its roots from the legendary BMW 507 of the 1950s, of which only 252 cars were ever made. It drew additional attention when its styling was shown for the first time to the world as the Bond car in the 19th 007 movie, The World Is Not Enough. While the Z8 is a production car, it was positioned as a very special model in BMW, and they spared no expense in its creation. The base structure of the car starts by combining an extruded aluminum space frame with aluminum paneling, an expensive undertaking that requires precision craftsmanship. The long nose, short deck layout, electric soft top, and a retro modern styling that utilizes a variety of classical details is the work of designer Henrik Fisker, who would later work on the Aston Martin DB9 and then go to create his own hybrid car company. Wow, he made DB9. That explains few things. His design taste is consistent through to its interior, recreating the metallic interior panels of the 507 with composite panels and center I'm not sure how you pronounce this word, center gauge, yeah, I don't know. Meanwhile, fine leather is utilized unsparingly to create an interior fit for a luxury car. Mechanically, it takes its engine from the high-performance E39 M5 saloon, a 4,941 cc V8, producing 394.5 horsepower and 51 kilograms. Yeah, I'm not sure of these units, but of torque. Are those Newton meters? I don't know. And also shares the 6-speed manual transmission, front McPherson strut, and rear integral arm aluminum suspension. Because the car is 150 kilograms lighter than the E39 M5 saloon at 1,060 and 650 kilos, from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is a brisk 4.7 seconds, making it the fastest BMW in its day. Man, that's amazing. What a fun story and history behind this car, and it really feels like no expense was too much when making it. Okay, so for the end, let's change to the original line. And look at it in some escape movies. There it is, in Nürburgring, on its home turf. And I gotta say, this would be a fun drive on Nürburgring. Haven't driven it there, but I can definitely say so. Just get the original one and take it for a spin. It's really a sight to behold of. Enjoy the ride. Until the next time.